As of filming, many production yachts shed somewhere around 10 to 20% of their value in the first year, and roughly half of it over the first decade. Those figures are indicative and they vary widely by builder, model, size, condition, hours, flag, and the season you sell in. In the next few minutes I will show you how the depreciation curve actually behaves, what makes a boat lose value faster than it should, and the practical steps that keep more of your money at resale. There is also one detail most buyers miss entirely, and I will come back to it. Depreciation is simply the gap between what you pay and what the next buyer will pay. It is not a fee you can negotiate away. It is the market repricing your boat as newer models arrive, hours climb, and wear shows. It matters because a yacht is generally a depreciating asset, not an investment that holds its value. So the sensible aim is not to avoid depreciation. It is to slow it. Two identical hulls can depreciate very differently depending on how they were used, maintained, documented, and eventually marketed. The market trend for the model is outside your control. The condition and documentation premium is very much inside it. Here is how the curve behaves. Year 1 is the sharpest single drop, as the boat crosses from new to pre-owned and a fresh model year appears. That makes it the most expensive year to own a new boat. Years 2 to 5 are a steady, moderate decline, and that is often the value sweet spot to buy, because someone else has already absorbed the first sharp drop. Years 6 to 15 decline more slowly, and condition starts to matter more than age. Maintenance and refit history drive the price. Past 15 years, value flattens toward a condition-based floor, and a well-kept classic can hold up surprisingly well. Again, these are indicative. Confirm any number against current comparable listings before you rely on it. Some losses are baked in, but many are self-inflicted. Deferred maintenance is the big one. Skipped services, corrosion, damp and tired systems read as risk to the next buyer, and they invite a low offer or a failed survey. High engine hours relative to the boat's age and type narrow your market, because it is one of the first things a buyer checks. Dated or niche specification, unusual layouts, worn electronics, out-of-fashion finishes, all appeal to fewer buyers. Cosmetic neglect is the cheapest to fix and the most damaging to a first impression. Faded gel coat, stained upholstery, a dirty bilge. And selling in a hurry, or off-season into a thin market, almost always trades value for speed. Now the detail most buyers miss. It is not the engines. It is the paperwork. A confused VAT status, an unresolved lien, or a messy ownership title can knock thousands off the price or stall a sale entirely, and it usually surfaces at the worst possible moment, when a buyer's lawyer is reading it. So before you commit, insist on an independent survey and a sea trial, and check the VAT status, the title, and any liens, so you are not buying someone else's future discount. We are a brokerage, not a law firm, tax advisor, or surveyor, so confirm your own position with qualified professionals. Once the boat is yours, depreciation slows most when the yacht stays in visibly excellent condition and every job is recorded. Keep a complete service history, dated invoices, engine logs, a running record of work done. That removes doubt, and removing doubt is worth real money at resale. Service on schedule, because regular professional maintenance costs far less than the value lost to neglect. Winterize and store well, with proper laying up, covered or managed berthing and controlled humidity. And refit with discipline. Sensible, in keeping upgrades to safety, electronics and soft furnishings can support value. Over-personalized or exotic changes rarely return their cost. Depreciation is only part of the true cost of ownership. Berthing, maintenance, insurance, fuel, crew where relevant, and winterizing all cost real money every year, and none of it comes back. As a rough industry guide, annual running costs often land somewhere around 8 to 12% of a boat's value. That is indicative only. It varies widely with size, use, crew, and location, and it should be budgeted from real local quotes. Budgeting honestly, rather than assuming the boat will earn its keep, is part of protecting yourself financially. How and when you sell can be worth as much as years of careful upkeep. Selling into the spring and early season market, when buyers are most active, tends to achieve stronger prices than a rushed winter sale. Present the boat properly, clean, serviced and photographed well, with the full history and paperwork ready for a buyer's surveyor. And price against genuine comparable listings rather than hope. That is what actually closes a sale near market value. Treat a yacht as a considered lifestyle purchase with a manageable cost of ownership, not as a store of value. Buy a sound boat well, keep the condition and paperwork impeccable, run it sensibly, and sell it at the right time, and you will still depreciate, but you will keep a meaningfully larger share of your money. Turkey Boats is an independent brokerage in Istanbul. We help buyers choose boats that stay sellable, we manage condition and records between seasons, and we handle sales along the Turkish coast. The full written guide is on our blog, and there is a free, no-obligation consultation link there if you want a candid view on a specific model.